In the bustling streets of Brooklyn, where ambition clashes with reality and dreams are forged in the fires of urban grit, Judy Sheindlin emerged as a force of unyielding justice. Born on October 21, 1942, in this vibrant New York borough, the 82-year-old has become synonymous with sharp wit and no-nonsense rulings, captivating audiences through her long-running television courtroom. Yet, recent whispers and viral claims have cast a shadow over her legacy, alleging a dramatic encounter with law enforcement that saw her allegedly handcuffed and detained. These stories, circulating through social media and obscure online forums, paint a picture of scandal that contrasts sharply with her image as a pillar of authority. This investigative report delves into the facts, separating rumor from reality, exploring her life's journey from humble beginnings to stardom, and examining the origins of these unsettling narratives. It begins with the foundations that shaped her indomitable spirit, leading us toward an understanding of how public figures become targets for misinformation. Brooklyn in the mid-20th century was a melting pot of cultures where immigrant families hustled to build better lives amid the echoes of post-war recovery. Judy Sheindlin, née Blum, grew up in a modest household, the daughter of a dentist and a homemaker who instilled values of hard work and integrity. Her childhood home, a typical brownstone filled with the aromas of home-cooked meals and the sounds of neighborhood kids playing stickball, provided a stable yet challenging environment. From an early age, she exhibited a keen intellect and a fiery temperament, often debating with siblings over dinner table topics that ranged from local politics to family chores. These early interactions honed her argumentative skills, turning everyday disputes into lessons in persuasion and logic. As a teenager, Sheindlin attended James Madison High School, an institution known for producing notable alumni, where she excelled in academics and extracurricular activities. Her involvement in debate clubs sharpened her ability to dissect arguments, a trait that would define her future career. Teachers recalled her as a student who questioned authority respectfully but relentlessly, always seeking the truth beneath surface claims. She had this innate sense of fairness, one educator reflected in a later profile, emphasizing how her queries often exposed inconsistencies in discussions. This period also introduced her to the complexities of urban life, witnessing firsthand the socioeconomic divides that plagued her community, from overcrowded tenements to the struggles of working-class families. Upon graduating, Sheindlin pursued higher education at American University in Washington, D.C., majoring in government, a choice driven by her fascination with the legal system. The campus atmosphere, buzzing with civil rights movements and political activism, broadened her worldview. She transferred to New York Law School, earning her Juris Doctor in 1965, becoming one of the few women in her class at a time when the legal field was predominantly male. Her early professional steps included passing the bar exam and working as a corporate lawyer, but dissatisfaction with the corporate grind pushed her toward public service. Appointed as a prosecutor in the family court system in 1972, she handled cases involving juvenile delinquency and domestic issues, experiences that built her reputation for tough but compassionate decisions. Analyzing this phase reveals a pattern of resilience. Facing gender biases in courtrooms, she adapted by emphasizing evidence over emotion, a strategy that elevated her to supervising judge in Manhattan's family court by 1986. These formative years, rooted in Brooklyn's grit and expanded through academic rigor, laid the groundwork for a career that would transform her into a household name, blending legal acumen with an unfiltered approach to justice. The transition from real courtrooms to televised ones marked a pivotal shift in Judy Sheindlin's trajectory, blending her legal expertise with mass appeal. In the 1980s, as a family court judge, she gained notoriety for her straightforward rulings, often cutting through excuses with incisive commentary. Her no-frills style caught the attention of media outlets, leading to a 1993 60 Minutes profile that showcased her handling of complex cases with efficiency and humor. This exposure opened doors to Hollywood, where producers saw potential in her charisma for a courtroom show. Retiring from the bench in 1996 after 24 years, she launched Judge Judy, a syndicated program that debuted that fall, quickly becoming a daytime television staple. The show's format, featuring real small claims disputes arbitrated with binding decisions, resonated with viewers seeking authentic drama. Episodes averaged millions in viewership, with Sheindlin's rulings delivered in rapid-fire quips that balanced sternness and wisdom. "Don't pee on my leg and tell me it's raining" became one of her signature phrases, encapsulating her disdain for deception. Collaborations with bailiff Petrie Hawkins Bird added levity, creating a dynamic that humanized the proceedings. By the early 2000s, the series had won multiple daytime Emmys, solidifying her as the highest-paid TV host, earning upwards of $47 million annually at its peak. A former producer noted in an industry discussion how her authenticity drew audiences, contrasting with scripted reality shows by emphasizing genuine resolutions. Expanding her empire, Sheindlin authored books like Don't Pee on My Leg and Tell Me It's Raining in 1996, offering life advice drawn from court experiences, which climbed bestseller lists. Her influence extended to spin-offs, including Judy Justice on IMDb TV in 2021, where she continued arbitrating with a refreshed format. The 2025 premiere of Justice on Trial on Prime Video further demonstrated her evolution, delving into true crime cases with analytical depth. Examining this ascent highlights a strategic blend of legal integrity and entertainment value. She maintained judicial standards while adapting to viewer preferences, ensuring longevity in a fickle industry. Yet this visibility also invited scrutiny, setting the stage for later controversies that tested her public persona. Judy Sheindlin's personal life, marked by multiple marriages and a large family, reflects a journey of commitment amid professional demands. Her first union to Ronald Levy in 1964 coincided with her law school years, providing initial stability as they navigated early careers. Levy, a fellow attorney, shared her intellectual pursuits, and together they welcomed two sons, Gregory in 1964 and Jonathan in 1967. The couple's life in New York revolved around raising the boys in a nurturing environment, with family outings to Central Park and emphasis on education. However, the pressures of her burgeoning legal role strained the relationship, leading to divorce in 1976 after 12 years. Sheindlin later described this period as one of growth, where balancing motherhood and ambition taught her independence. Shortly after, she met Jerry Sheindlin, a defense attorney, and they married in 1977. This partnership brought blended elements, as Jerry had 3 children from a previous marriage, Nicole, Adam, and Jamie. Their household expanded, fostering a dynamic where step-siblings formed close ties through shared vacations and holiday traditions. Jerry's supportive nature complemented Judy's drive, often attending court sessions and offering counsel on tough days. Yet challenges arose, culminating in a brief divorce in 1990 over differing views on retirement and lifestyle. "We realized we couldn't live without each other," Judy recounted in a reflective interview, highlighting their remarriage in 1991 as a testament to enduring affection. This reconciliation strengthened their bond, with Jerry appearing occasionally on her show, adding a layer of authenticity. The family unit, now comprising 5 children, navigated the spotlight of Judy's fame with varying degrees of privacy. Gregory pursued medicine, becoming a doctor focused on public health, while Jonathan specialized in ophthalmology, both crediting their mother's discipline for their success. Nicole ventured into law, establishing a practice in family mediation, often drawing from familial experiences. Adam entered politics, serving as a district attorney, and Jamie maintained a lower profile in education. Grandchildren added joy, with family gatherings in their Connecticut estate featuring lively debates echoing Judy's courtroom style. Scrutinizing these relationships uncovers a core of resilience. Despite divorces and public pressures, Sheindlin prioritized open communication, fostering independence in her offspring while providing unwavering support. This private sphere, though occasionally pierced by media interest, remained a sanctuary, contrasting with the public controversies that would later emerge. Whispers of scandal first surfaced in the early 2010s when obscure online forums began circulating tales of Judy Sheindlin's alleged run-ins with law enforcement. These narratives, often anonymous and lacking verifiable details, claimed dramatic arrests in various cities, from California to Colorado, involving outlandish accusations like substance distribution or other illicit activities. Social media amplified these stories, with posts from parody accounts gaining traction through shares and retweets, creating a viral echo chamber. One such claim from 2012 suggested she was spotted in Simi Valley, engaging in questionable behavior, a story that spread rapidly but fizzled without evidence. Media analysts pointed out how these rumors exploited her high profile, turning her authoritative image into fodder for sensationalism. As the rumors evolved, they intertwined with elements from her television episodes where litigants occasionally appeared in handcuffs or discussed arrests, blurring lines between fiction and reality for casual viewers. A 2014 episode titled Handcuffed Bad Brother featured a dispute involving property damage and detention, which some online sleuths misconstrued as a personal incident. This confusion fueled further speculation, with blogs dissecting clips out of context to suggest hidden truths. Sheindlin's team issued denials through publicists, emphasizing her unblemished record, but the digital age's speed allowed misinformation to persist. Examining these origins reveals a pattern in celebrity culture. The more untouchable the figure, the more appealing the downfall narrative becomes, often driven by envy or the thrill of debunking icons. By the 2020s, the rumors resurfaced amid broader discussions on deepfakes and AI-generated content, with fabricated videos depicting her in compromising situations circulating on platforms like TikTok. One clip from 2023 purportedly showed her being led away in restraints, but fact-checkers quickly identified it as manipulated footage from a protest scene unrelated to her. Legal experts weighed in, noting how such hoaxes could lead to defamation suits. Yet Sheindlin chose restraint, focusing on her work instead. Her 2025 series Justice on Trial inadvertently stoked the flames, as its exploration of real criminal cases prompted armchair detectives to link promotional materials to the old tales. This chapter of scrutiny underscores the vulnerability of public figures to unverified claims, where a single post can ignite global conjecture, challenging the boundaries between entertainment and truth. Delving deeper into the specifics, the alleged handcuffing incident lacks any substantiated record in official police databases or court filings. Investigations by independent journalists in 2024 scoured archives from purported locations, finding no arrests matching the descriptions. One claim centered on a 2011 post alleging detention in Fort Collins for substance-related offenses, but local authorities confirmed no such event involving Sheindlin. Digital forensics experts analyzed shared images, revealing Photoshop alterations from unrelated arrests, often of lookalikes or stock photos. These fabrications prey on visual similarity, an analyst explained in a tech review, highlighting how minor edits can deceive audiences accustomed to quick-scroll consumption. The legal ramifications of spreading such rumors extend beyond reputation damage, potentially violating laws on libel and privacy. Sheindlin, with her judicial background, could pursue action under New York's stringent defamation statutes, but her silence speaks to a calculated approach, avoiding amplification. Comparisons to similar cases, like those involving other celebrities facing hoax arrests, show a rise in online harassment post-2020. Fueled by pandemic isolation and algorithm-driven outrage. Fact-checking organizations labeled these stories as baseless, yet their persistence illustrates the challenge of eradicating digital myths. In private circles, associates described her reaction as dismissive, viewing it as a byproduct of fame rather than a threat. Broader implications touch on societal trust in media. Surveys from 2025 indicate declining confidence in online sources, with 60% of respondents admitting to sharing unverified content. For Sheindlin, this episode mirrored themes in her shows, where she often grilled witnesses on evidence credibility. Her family rallied, with children publicly affirming her integrity through subtle social media posts. This scrutiny phase, when dissected, exposes the mechanics of misinformation ecosystems, where anonymity empowers falsehoods and correction lags behind virality. It also prompts reflection on how icons like Sheindlin, symbols of justice, become ironic targets for injustice in the court of public opinion. In the face of persistent rumors, Judy Sheindlin demonstrated unwavering resilience, channeling energy into professional endeavors rather than direct rebuttals. The 2025 launch of Justice on Trial served as a powerful counter-narrative, with episodes dissecting real miscarriages of justice, implicitly underscoring her commitment to truth. Critics praised the series for its depth, noting how it addressed systemic flaws without sensationalism, drawing record streams on Prime Video. Public response varied. Supporters flooded social media with defenses, while skeptics clung to the tales, illustrating polarized perceptions of celebrity accountability. Sheindlin's appearances on talk shows, like a 2025 segment with Jimmy Kimmel where she sang her alma mater's fight song, humanized her, shifting focus from scandal to legacy. Career continuity remained robust, with plans for Judy Justice seasons extending into 2026, featuring guest experts on digital ethics. Behind the scenes, she bolstered her foundation's work on legal education, funding programs for underserved youth to combat misinformation through critical thinking workshops. Personal reflections shared in rare interviews revealed a philosophical stance. Life's courtroom is full of false witnesses, she quipped, drawing from decades of experience. Family played a crucial role in her fortitude. Gatherings with grandchildren provided solace, while Jerry's steadfast partnership offered emotional ballast. Associates recounted private moments of frustration, quickly pivoted to action, like consulting cybersecurity firms to monitor online threats. This adversity phase, when analyzed extensively, highlights adaptive strategies in aging celebrities, leveraging platforms for positive redirection while fortifying personal networks. It also underscores broader cultural shifts where resilience against falsehoods requires both individual grit and communal support. For Sheindlin, these trials refined her narrative, transforming potential setbacks into opportunities for deeper engagement with audiences on themes of integrity and perseverance. As the dust settles on these unsubstantiated claims, Judy Sheindlin continues her routine in New York, balancing production meetings with family time, her legacy intact despite the noise. The handcuffing saga, revealed as a web of rumors without foundation, leaves a trail of questions about the power of digital deception. Digital deception.